So when you focus, okay, the brain and the body are separate, right? So you take a deep breath in through your belly. Everybody try this. Breathe in and breathe out. And kind of put your hand, this time put your hand around your rib cage there and expand. Breathe in and out. How do you feel?
Don't pass out there, Tracy.
Tracy, how do you feel? How do you feel? Does it, in just those 2 breaths? For me, it works great. I mean, I love it. So that's belly breathing. The other thing is called the home concept when you say home. And Patricia came up with this one. Think of your heavenly home, okay? So now we're going to try something very different.
I didn't come up with this, just the heavenly home part.
Yeah, just the heavenly home part. This is Wayne Dyer's. This is contributed to Wayne Dyer. Anyways, so what we're going to do is we're going to put our, there you go, very good, right here in the chest. And if you'd like to, you can close your eyes when we do this one, okay? Oh, you guys are already, I'm so excited. Okay, so you're going to take a big deep breath in. And draw it out as long as you can. She's the singer, that's why. She always beats me on this one. Anyways, how do you feel? Just after that.
I want to do opera.
Take your husband to the opera. So, I don't know about you, but that just puts me in such a release. It just gives me such a release. And the other thing that can really contribute to having extra energy and that extra feel good, Patricia's daughter does this. So, we all love energy drinks, right? Hopefully. We all love spinach and kale, right? Spinach and kale. But the boost of that, you can add bananas, you can add oranges.
You take a Ziploc bag and you add these things to
so what she does, I guess, is she adds these things in a Ziploc bag and she freezes them, right?
Yeah, it makes 10 at a time.
10 at a time. And then she'll take it out, pour it in there, put the fruit in, the bananas. Bananas, the doctors tell you not to have bananas even though they will bind you. But, and then you can just put the little,
Puts a little bit of almond.
Almond milk, yes, almond milk. And it's amazing how these care jars work. They will just, and your blender just goes right on there, stick it in, and turn it on. So, and I just have to tell you, I am such a health freak. Is there another guest coming? Anyways, I did. I feel so good when I eat it. And I just have to add this. Okay, so I'm a food addict. My name's Carrie. I'm a food addict. And for the longest time, I went to the gym and ate right so I'd lose weight. And the more I tried, the more exercising I tried, the more that I tried to eat well, I lost like 2 pounds in about a year. And so then I finally said to myself, you know what? When I eat right, I feel good. I mean, not immediately because it, kale and spinach, right? So, but throughout and during the week, I find myself feeling better. I love to exercise. You know, ladies, I don't do this to lose weight anymore. That's off the charts for me. I do it because I feel good when I do. And so there's just a plug-in for exercise and diet. Okay?
Howdy! I'm Hattie, Health Girl, and I'm here to tell you some great health ideas. And the very first idea that I want to share with you involves this girl over here. She teaches hip-hop. So, y'all are going to get up.
You had to tell them.
What?
I said, you have to tell them, didn't you?
Oh, they're happy to know that you teach hip-hop, girl. Now, y'all are going to get up for a minute and we're going to do some so much fun hip-hop.
This is another one of those. Okay.
soon as I turn that music on, they just wag their tails and off we go. So that's idea number one. All right, the second idea that you'll really like. You know, when you want to be healthy, you just got to get some protein into your diet. And so I found a very great way of getting protein into my diet, and I'm happy to tell you about it. I have two ways. The very first one is you take peanut butter and you add a bit of chocolate and you have Reese's. Rock on Reese's. Don't you like that idea? Yeah? Okay. And the second is like unto it, only it's you take them peanuts and you cover them with chocolate. And you got chocolate covered M&Ms. Rock on M&Ms.
Dark chocolate, mind you, is very good for you.
There you go. Anyway, I can tell you a whole lot of other ideas, but I have got to give this over to Thelma, therapist, next.
Now, when she told me to choose a hat for a therapist, I thought, I'd really like it if my therapist wore this hat. So I'm going to wear this hat. Doesn't make me right. Okay, so my name is Thelma, therapist. And you don't have to say how many of you have been to counseling. It works. Yes. So I know a lot of tips. After being in counseling for 50 years, you know, you learn a little bit. Anyways, one of the really basic things we can do for ourselves and other people is smile. Smile. This lady's got a permanent, beautiful smile on her face. I noticed that. And many of you do. That is so wonderful. So, and how many of you have heard that it takes less muscles to smile than it does to frown? Yeah, you wouldn't think, huh? But it does. It's amazing. And you know what else I found out? This is through another therapist of mine. That actually the chemistries in your brain, the little endorphins that are in your brain, change when you smile. They start going a little bit faster. And besides that, people love to see a smile, right? One of the things I make myself, well, I don't make myself do it, automatically when I do it, is if I go to, whether I'm at Walmart or Smith's or the mall, you know, if I see somebody that just looks totally focused and kind of down, and, you know, I purposely look at them and say, hey, how's it going? Give them a smile. That's my contribution to my life. I try to smile more. It's really a wonderful, wonderful thing. And what I want to challenge you to do, and with the women that I teach in the prison, I try to get them to do this. Try, let's say 3 or 4 or 5 days in a row. Just try it, okay? Get up in the morning without your hair brushed. Just look at yourself in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror and say, hi, I genuinely like you, Carrie. And it may sound a little bit silly, but it actually works wonders. Oh, this is my mirror, so let's see. What's your name? You don't have to do this.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Ashley.
Ashley. So you would say, hello, Ashley. I think you're the most beautiful woman in the world. So that's just part of it. That, by the way, is her vision board. And the vision board will put a smile to your face, too. So those are the things about smiling. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about cognitive therapy. How many of you guys have heard of the 12 cognitive distortions? If you don't have any in your house that's mentally ill, maybe you don't. Anyway, so there's a few 12 cognitive distortions, and these are thoughts that we say to ourselves that put us into a certain state of mind. And there's 12 of them, and I picked out 2 that I think are pretty common among us LDS women, right? One would be black and white thinking. Are you familiar with black and white thinking? Yes? Okay. It's either all good or all bad, or all, and sometimes we have those of you that have children that are star students and they have to have an A and they get a B, and they look at that B as what? Exactly. And you forget, you know, to endorse yourself. I was kind of one of those students, and my mom would say, Carrie, endorse yourself. And that kind of helped that black and white thinking. It kind of put a deflector on it. The other one is, we make a mountain out of a molehill sometimes. Some are familiar with that too. Because we want so much for approval. We want so much to do what's right. We want so much just to serve and things like this. And it's all okay. And this is a part of the pondering and the prayer too. So, and another thing is the bug zapper. Sometimes Patricia will, she kind of introduced this to me. And you write down your bugs, those are the things that are bothering you. And then there's two ways you can do it. Is this thing that's on my mind, is it true, not true, or partially true? Or you can say, thank you, control, no control, or partial control. And these are some things, and then you give yourself a talk back. Well, so maybe this is partially true, but, and then that's